Alright, hello and good evening, everyone. This is part two of my talk with my reflection with uh, our ethics, weeks 5 and 6, and I'm going to be tackling about deontology, the categorical imperative, and the utilitarianism. So let's get started. So, deontology, right here. So, deontology is a theory that suggests actions are good or bad according to a clear set of rules. Its name comes from the Greek word deon, meaning duty. So, actions that obey these rules are ethical, while actions that do not are not. So, this ethical theory is most closely associated with German philosopher Immanuel Kant. So, about deontology, these are the key points. So, deontology uses rules to know what is right from wrong. So, it recommends also a set of rules or procedures for acting normally. So, Kant believes that actions follow universal moral laws, such as don't lie, don't steal, and don't cheat. So, moving on. So, when it comes to applying deontology, uh, it's blocked. You can see. So applying the ontology, people shouldn't follow. People should follow the rules and do their duty. So this is the basic on how to apply the ontology. People should just follow the rules and do their duty. So this approach tends to fit well with our natural intuition about what is or isn't ethical. Do you get it? So having a contrast between these two. So you can see deontology doesn't require weighing the costs and benefits of a situation. Uh, for consequentialism, judges and this actually require the judges and actions by their results. So yun nga, yung consequentialism, di ba? Parang you're doing both, the consequences are both good, pero ano yung mas madaming good dun, 'di ba? So, the more good is better than less good. Yun nga sabi lagi sa consequentialism. So, moving on. Deontology avoids subjectivity and uncertainty. Why? Because you only have to follow a set of rules. Yun yung pinaka point ng deontology. You have to follow a certain set of rules. So, reflection time. So, ito yung ginawa kong meme. So, the reflection in the mirror you shouldn't show your current self, but an image of the person you're meant to be. So, ano pa ba? Paano ba i-apply deontology? Hindi naman natin alam na ngayon, sa panahon ng social media, with a press of a button, pwede tayong makasira ng buhay ng isang tao. Like, when you're commenting or bashing, pag nagiging keyboard warriors tayo to a certain stuff na it actually destroys life. Such as yung mga influencers ngayon na nagkakaroon ng issues, yung mga arising talks na nangyayari din, especially sa government, Harry Roque, di ba? Ang dami. Pero, don't get me wrong, don't get affected by those and just continue to live on with your life lang din. Para, di tayo na-involved sa mga ganun. So, week 6, this is our week 6, so yun nga, consequentialism and deontology for week 5. Here we are at week 6. Utilitarianism and the categorical imperative. Para siya, it's Immanuel Kant and Mill. So, utilitarianism, I'll talk about this from the theory itself to the application. So, utilitarianism is an ethical theory that determines right from wrong by focusing on the outcomes. Para siyang same as deontology and consequentialism. It has something to do with after what you've done. Gets niyo ba? So, it is a form of consequentialism. Utilitarianism holds that the most ethical choice is the one that will produce the greatest good for the greatest number. So, yun, balik na naman tayo sa salitang the more good is better than less good. Gets nyo? Ganun pa rin siya. So, ano naman pinagkaiba niya sa categorical imperative? So, categorical imperative is act as you would want all other people to act towards all other people. So para siyang yung the golden rule, yung do not do unto others what do you not want to do to you as well. So act according to the maxim that you wouldn't wish all other rational people to follow, as if it were a universal law. So ganun siya. So ito, key points. Kant's categorical imperative. So the universal principle, a person should act that the principle of one's act could become a universal law of human action in a world in which one would hope to live. So a person should treat other people as having intrinsic value and not merely as a means to achieve one's end. So ito lang yung pinaka quote na nakita ko that really struck me when it comes to the Kantian ethics. No, act so that you treat humanity always as an end and never as a means only. So you never take for granted people dapat. So another one. So ito, this is my reflection how I understand Kantian ethics. So basically for me, Kantian ethics is based on reason, not intuition. Yan yung pinakauna ko naintindihan dun kagad. And then next is a moral person. Being a moral person means that you are a rational person as well. Because you stand for things, you have good reasons to do things as well, to know what is right from what is good, and to know what is the good from what is bad. Gets nyo ba? So, yung susunod na natutunan ko, being good means you're having a good will. So, having a good will means that doing your duty for your duty's sake. Ganun siya. It sounds complicated pero doing your duty for your duty's sake. Ganun siya. So, lastly, is performing those that are not forbidden. So, ano bang meaning ng sinasabi kong ganun? To act out of a duty is to perform actions that are morally obligatory and not performing to those that are forbidden. Ito lang yung pinaka rule ng Kantian ethics when it comes to applying consequentialism, deontology, uh, what else? Utilitarianism and the categorical imperative. It's all about the morality of a person na it shapes us from being human na applying these norms na what we are today on how it affects our thinking and our decision making from knowing what is morally good and what is bad. So yun lang. This ends my reflection for week 5 and 6. I hope you understand and learn. Pagka may natutunan kayo, comment down below, like and share din. Thanks!